Here in Northwestern State head coach Rick Cabrera, as the Demons get ready to open Southland Conference play in December, early December at that, on the road Thursday at UIW. And Coach, kind of odd to be starting it's before the holidays. You're starting conference play, a little bit different this year.
Yeah, this is new for me, and in my career in coaching, I've never started conference play in December. But you got to transform your mind and your preparation of the importance of these games and get these guys ready to go. So we had a week to get ready, and we're preparing for that.
Do you like the fact that you open on the road in this sense, and that you get a little chance to kind of get back out there and bond with the guys?
Yes and no. I would have split it and allowed each team to have a home game. But I don't make these decisions. But it is what it is. I'll still get my home games back in January, February. But it'll allow our guys. We've played well on the road this year. We just have to finish games out. So I think our guys will be prepared to learn how to play away from home. And we're ready to go.
Can you put your finger on why you've played well away from home?
I don't know, man. It's just, we have good players, man, and they play hard for each other, and it's just, I wish I had the recipe on the why, but it's just, they're hungry for success. They're hungry to beat one of these schools of a higher conference, and and we're getting there, but it just hasn't worked out, as well as we like.
For you, one of the guys that is back, we've talked about you've got 4 back from last season, which is 4 times as many as you had coming back. But
Right.
One of those guys didn't play a lick in Southland Conference play last year, and that's JT Warren. And I know that's a guy who's probably going to be as eager as anybody, whether it was December 5th, January 5th, February 5th, whatever, to play a Southland Conference game.
Yeah, JT Warren is the heart and soul of our team, man. He's tougher than a tough guy. He leads our guys with emotion and practice, and keeping them together through the bad and even through the good, man. He's he epitomizes what an everyday guy is. So we're excited to see him have some success, and he's getting back in the groove. He's been battling some injuries, but he's ready to go.
When you look at UIW and Houston Christian, you'll face UIW Thursday, HCU on the road Saturday. UIW, it's a second-year coach, just like you, but also very much like you, a remade team that looks a lot different than it did last year.
Yeah, man, he has done a phenomenal job. He and his staff has done a phenomenal job in recruiting. He brought in some dudes, some talented offensive players. Completely different team than last year. He's done a phenomenal job, and we got our hands cut out for us. We have our work cut out for us. I'm sorry, and they have as well. But this is going to be a tough game. All conference road games are tough regardless of who they are. But he's done a phenomenal job with recruiting and bringing in some better players.
For you, you mentioned that offense is good, but defensively, you guys, right up until the halftime mark at LSU, again, we're putting on a very good defensive effort. Didn't work out so much in the second half, but again, you've stacked some really good defensive moments the last few weeks and starting to kind of come together. And you've talked about how good the zone's been. I know there's been some work on that man-to-man as well.
Yeah, we like to keep teams off balance, man, but the zone has been our bread and butter. And in the first half, it was phenomenal for us. And in the second half, it wasn't as bad as I thought, and I'll tell you why. LSU did a phenomenal job of creating turnovers and getting out in transition. But when we got set in the half court in the second half and we were in our zone, you allowed them to shoot tough shots. Now, here's the difference between the SEC and they made those tough shots. And sometimes you just got to live with that, right? But our defense is our staple. It's always going to be our staple. I'll tell our guys, if you get stopped, I'll allow you to have a little bit more freedom. But if the other team is taking the ball out, then I'm going to control the offense. And I guess that's what happened in the second half.
We look ahead to Saturday. You don't want to really look ahead, but you will finish up the back end of the road trip at HCU. And again, this is a team that, for the first time in a very long time, has a new head coach. So really, and again, this is that early part of conference, early part of the season where you don't have quite as much film as maybe in a perfect world you'd like to have.
Yeah, Houston Christian, we followed every team in our league. I'm sure everybody in the league does that. That's just part of it. But But Craig Doty is a phenomenal coach, man. That dude has won everywhere he's been. And he's been right there in almost every game he's played. His team has improved. They play hard. They share the ball. So this is going to be a very important weekend for us, man. We're not looking at the past, of these two teams that, you have been in the bottom of the league. That is not the case of this coming year. So, we got to strap it up and you put that seatbelt on pretty tight and go in there and ready to be road warriors.
But can you look at the past from last year? These are buildings, again, different teams, but buildings your team had success in. You and your staff, some good memories from those trips.
Yeah. We, I'm praising these other schools, which is what I see off the eye test. But we've improved as well, And even last year, I don't want to downplay last year because last year wasn't a productive year because we got better, especially in conference play. We competed against everybody in conference play. And we had the opportunity to play down there as well, and we won both games. So it feels good going into there, but it doesn't matter until the referee throws it up on Thursday night, and we'll see what happens.
Coach, as always, thanks for your time.
Appreciate you.